The second segment of the nightly news is brought to you by Labrie Credit Union. Labrie Credit Union. We are not a bank. We are better.
Welcome back. Newly appointed chairman of Invest St. Lucia, Lyndon Arnold, has given the commitment that the government's investment agency will give a lot more support and importance to local investors.
Very much so, and not only on the foreign direct investment, but also creating investment opportunities for locals, because we believe just as much as the foreign direct investment is important, we have investment opportunities that locals can participate in and help to drive, homegrown activity. You would have seen, a post from the minister recently about the Bay Gardens Resort and the homegrown talent there. So if one St. Lucian family can do it, we are sure that there are many others that can do the same. But we have to create the environment where they feel that they can make a significant return on their investment whilst contributing to the economies or the communities rather in which we all live and reside.
Arnold also expressed great confidence that Invest St. Lucia will capitalize on the World Expo to be held in Dubai to reap benefits for the investment sector and the wider economy.
We are certainly excited about it. It's going to be a lot of hard work. It's 6 months of hard work. As you would understand, the pavilion opens from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. So it's a lot of hard work for the 6 months, but we are looking to go out there and really showcase what St. Lucia has to offer. Not only the tourism opportunities, but also the investment opportunities and the tapping into the wealth that is available in that corner of the world. We believe that we can certainly entice investors to come and journey with us on not only getting a return on their investment, but driving communities and enriching people's lives and making us more rewarding in terms of the things that we engage in. So we're certainly going to go after it. Like I said, there are lots of opportunities out there, and we will see when we get there, how we can do it, how we can tap into it through the various conferences, whether it be CIP, the Tourism Authority, Invest St. Lucia, and the collaboration that's going to be required, not only necessarily by the brand St. Lucia agencies, but also what we spoke about in terms of collaborating with our other sister islands in the region in terms of getting investors into our space that can journey with us on this development for us.
The Office of the Prime Minister is exhorting the St. Lucian public to rely only on official government platforms for information regarding COVID-19 protocols. This government notice comes in the wake of several rumors and fake news items which were being circulated on social media regarding curfew hours for the upcoming weekend. According to the official release, the operating protocols for this weekend remains unchanged and is as follows. Friday the 10th of September, 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. with businesses, establishments or office ceasing operation at 6 p.m. Saturday 11th September from 4 p.m. with businesses, establishments or offices ceasing operations at 3 p.m. Sunday the 12th of September, 24-hour curfew. Monday 13th September from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. with businesses, establishments or offices ceasing operations at 6 p.m. Two government ministries are combining their efforts in a bid to reduce St. Lucia's vulnerability to natural disasters and climate change. In this Anisha Antoine report, we learn how the Ministries of Agriculture and Sustainable Development are collaborating in the execution of this all-important project.
St. Lucia, like many other small island developing states, is highly vulnerable to natural disasters due to its geography, location, climate, and geology. The Building Resilience or Adaptation to Climate Change and Climate Variability in Agriculture in St. Lucia project aims to improve the resilience of rural farm communities by increasing farm productivity, water and livelihood security, and reducing vulnerability to natural hazards, climate variability, and climate change. The project's targets include interventions for water security, soil conservation and management, the integration of renewable energy practices to increase efficiency, and knowledge management and transfer to improve adaptive capacities. Minister for Agriculture, Fisheries, Rural Development and Food Security, Honorable Alfred Prosper, says in the face of more frequent and severe agricultural losses, such as the recent impact of Hurricane Elsa, and farmers having little to no insurance coverage, developing a resilient agricultural sector is critical.
Noticeably, the project seeks to build on existing efforts, soil and slope stabilization being done by the Forestry Department under the John Compton Dam project and the IW Eco project in areas of Millet and Fonsejac, respectively. Also targeted are water conservation measures to complement some of the work that are currently ongoing with respect to rainwater harvesting initiatives, increasing water storage capacity, and enhancement of irrigation systems under the 7 Crops project and the Banana Productivity Improvement project. I wish to express, on behalf of the government of St. Lucia, sincere appreciation to the Adaptation Fund, especially to the board and all those involved in the approval process who ensured that St. Lucia was able to secure this grant.
The Department of Sustainable Development is the designated national authority responsible for maintaining communication between the funding agency, the Adaptation Fund, and the implementing agency, the Caribbean Development Bank. Minister with responsibility for sustainable development, Honorable Sean Edward, expressed gratitude to the agencies for making resources available to support St. Lucia's agricultural resilience efforts.
Indeed, the launch of this project is being done at a time when St. Lucia must demonstrate its fortitude as a country as we find ways to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, which has eaten away at the economic, social, and cultural landscapes. We have confidence that this project will provide meaningful and sustainable benefits to the farmers and community members in the 5 agriculture regions in which it will be rolled out, and by extension to the economy of St. Lucia at large.
The cost of the Building Resilience or Adaptation to Climate Change and Climate Variability in Agriculture project in St. Lucia is estimated to be $9.1 million. From the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Anicia Antoine reporting.
100 families in the community of Soufrière are the latest beneficiaries of a community outreach partnership between Marcy Stores, the company staff, and the Soufrière Catholic Church. The Community Outreach Project is an initiative spearheaded by the retail chain's 1,300 staff grouping, who aim to fulfill the company's mission to transform lives by caring about the communities it serves.
On Friday, September 3rd, Marcy Store's representatives were on location outside the company's new store, distributing grocery hampers and back-to-school supplies to at-risk families within the community. Mrs. Nicola Valeno-Paul, Division Head for Human Resources at Marcy Stores St. Lucia, explained that the Marcy Stores team members personally contributed to the hamper drive, collecting close to 1,000 items in 2 months, a gesture which was more than doubled by the company.
This is coming from the heart of every single Marcy team member and from our hearts to you, reaching out to you. I really would like to take the opportunity to thank Father Albert Smith and Miss Clovis for their involvement. When I reached out to them, there was no hesitation on their part in identifying who the recipients of this will be. They have been with me through the process and we have been liaising with each other. So it is certainly a pleasure to be here to represent my team and to give back to the community of Soufrière.
Mindful of COVID protocols, only 10 families were present at a brief handover on Friday, with over 90 set to receive theirs via the services of their school principals and the Soufrière Catholic Church, with whom Marcy collaborated on this initiative.
I am extremely grateful for Marcy for coming to his assistance and, of course, for coming to the assistance of the Soufrière community. I am Cecilia Clovis and I'm the principal of Soufrière Primary School. But what we did, Father Albert and I, we extended this outreach program to all schools in the community. So this is just basically a small presentation of a larger gift. Okay, so the parents we have here this morning are just a small group of a larger group of parents who will in one way or the other be touched by this gesture that you are putting forth.
Marcy Stores now owns and operates 2 stores in Soufrière. Managing Director of company, Mr. Martin Dorville, says through this and many other gestures of goodwill, the company continues to be a force for good.
There's no doubt that we are blessed in being one of the largest companies on this island. And I have no reservations in saying that we have imposed an obligation on ourselves to always do good, to always care for the communities and the environment that we serve. And that is why we are here, right? So whenever it comes to supporting and giving and caring for, Massey does not hesitate. We may not be able to give at the time in certain circumstances because we can't be everywhere at the same time. We may not be in a position to give exactly what is being requested, but one of the things I can assure you is that we will regroup as an organization and we will always show that care and that love for our people and our environment.
The donation of hampers to the community of Soufrière is the second of a three-part community outreach initiative planned by Massey Stores. The team previously came to the aid of students at the Gordon and Walcott Methodist Primary School for the provision of breakfast bags just before the end of the school term this year. Reporting for the Hot 7 News, I am Novita Emmanuel Green.
You're watching the Hot 7 Nightly News. Stay tuned. There is more news after the break.
The second segment of the Nightly News was brought to you by Labrie Credit Union. Labrie Credit Union. We are not a bank. We are better.